Shalom. Kahalal Yahweh Bahashimi Hawashah Bahashim Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push in the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. My brother Yahshua, I'm back with the WW3 Daily update. All right, we're going to keep it mildly straight this week and try to stick to the current events at hand. What our job is to filter current events through the scriptures to let you know what time we're at and to get you to understand what God's purpose is. All right. So here is Joel 3 in the NLT. Okay. Now it says, at the time of those events, says the Lord, when I restore the prosperity of Judah and Jerusalem. Okay, and what this means is God is going to take his chosen people, Judah and Jerusalem, meaning the two witnesses, he's going to take the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel out of slavery. So it says, when I restore the prosperity, we read this. Okay, when I restore the fortunes, the NIV. Restore the fortunes, restore the prosperity, restore from captivity. What does that mean? From slavery. When I take them out of the slavery that they're in to this day. Okay? Because God punished his chosen people, the Jews, if you will, or the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay? He punished them by making them slaves. Okay? Which is called hell in the Bible. We're brought down to the pit of hell. All right, so we're in the time where he's bringing that to an end. When I restore the prosperity or the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, how is he going to do that? Well, he's going to do away with the world as we know it. Not the earth. The earth abides forever. But the regime that's in place right now doesn't need to be there anymore. Okay? Because he's going to restore the prosperity. He's going to give the world back into the hands of his people, right? Starting with the one that the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahushua. He's going to sit on a throne. Under him is going to be King David, and then the Israelites are going to rule the world. And then all the other nations are going to be under them. And it'll be the Bible, the laws in the Bible, okay, Levitical, will be the laws of the land. All right, and everybody is going to follow suit. Now, how is he going to do that? First, he's going to destroy the armies of the world. And how is he going to do it? He's going to gather them all together in one place and then ambush them. All right, so this is Joel 3 and 2. I will gather, this is God, I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. He's going to gather the armies of the world into the Middle East. Okay? Valley of Jehoshaphat is talking about the greater Middle East. Then it says, there will I judge them for harming my people. Who's this people? Judah and Jerusalem. He's going to restore them to their rightful place on the throne, judging the world. Okay? There will I judge them. Judge who? The armies of the world. Right? The nations of the world and their armies. See? I will gather all nations, right? Starting with their armies. Okay? There will I judge them for harming my people. He's going to dismantle all the militaries of the world before subduing the other nations. And the reason why is because they harmed his people, right? The true Jews, if you will. And right now, they're mounting a campaign against those true Jews. Oh, this guy ran over a bunch of people and he claiming to be this, and we're going to tie you to Hitler and da 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 and demonize you. Of course you are. We'll see how well that goes for you, though. All right, so let's get back to NLT. What we'll do is we'll jump down. Now here's World War III. All right, Joel 3 and 9. Say to the nations far and wide, get ready for war. World War III. Call out your best warriors. Let all your fighting men advance for the attack. Where? In the valley of Jehoshaphat. He's setting up an ambush. Why? He's going to judge them. Why? For harming his people. Okay? Hammer your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into make weapons. Okay? Train even your weaklings to be warriors. Okay? Let the weak say, I am strong. Let's get that real quick. Right here. Let the weak say, I am. Who would be the weak? Well, Persia, which is Iran. Iran doesn't have any nukes. Well, according to this, they just got them. What is this talking about? Beat your plowshares into make weapons. What is Iran? What has Iran? Iran will have a nuclear bomb, but in the next 3 years, if we don't stop them, guess what? They succeeded. Let the weak say, I am strong. All right. Come quickly, all you nations everywhere. Gather together in the valley. What valley? The valley of Jehoshaphat, the Middle East. All right. This is World War III. And then this. And now, O Lord, call out your warriors. All right. Who's O Lord? Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua. And now, God, bring your army. The angels, bring them into the fight. Okay, and that hasn't happened yet. We still got to get this cracking first. Let the nations be called to arms. Let them march to the valley of Jehoshaphat. There I, the Lord, will sit to pronounce judgment on them all. This is what World War III is about. All right, good enough. So let's go to Secret Files 333. Not much happened since yesterday. Let's watch this, though. China bullies its neighbors as Taiwan tensions soar. All right, so let's watch this. Dealing with World War III.
Whenever.
Commercial. Bear with me. Here we go.
We're not bullies. China hits back at neighbors as Taiwan tensions soar. China's President, Xi Jinping, has told political leaders in Southeast Asia that Beijing does not bully less populous neighbors in the region, as tensions over Taiwan and the South China Sea continue to escalate. Addressing the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, on Monday, Mr. Xi said that hegemony was not China's goal, but that it would work with the other nations of ASEAN to reduce interference. Chinese state media quoted Mr. Xi as stating, China was, is, and will always be a good neighbor, good friend, and good partner of ASEAN. Conflicting territorial claims in the South China Sea heightened discord between China and other ASEAN nations, including the Philippines. This also comes after the Philippines claimed that Chinese Coast Guard vessels used water cannons against Philippine resupply boats last week. This was condemned by the United States as dangerous, provocative, and unjustified. U.S. State Department spokesperson Ned Price said, "The United States stands with our Philippine allies in upholding the rules-based international maritime order." He added that the U.S. reaffirms that an armed attack on Philippine public vessels in the South China Sea would invoke U.S. mutual defense commitments. President of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte, told Mr. Xi, "This does not speak well of the relations between our nations." Mr. Xi's comments follow China's downgrading of diplomatic relations with Lithuania, after the Baltic country permitted a de facto embassy in their capital, Vilnius. In a statement, the Foreign Ministry announced that diplomatic relations will be downgraded to charge d'affaires in opposition to this de facto embassy for Taiwan. They said, the Chinese government had to lower diplomatic relations between the two countries in order to safeguard its sovereignty and the basic norms of international relations. The statement added, the Lithuanian government must bear all consequences that arise from this. Allowing Taipei to open a diplomatic center in Vilnius goes against the Chinese government's vigorous attempts to keep the island under its influence. Beijing pushes its One China policy, a diplomatic acknowledgement of a single government ruling China and Taiwan.
Okay, as you can see, not much since yesterday. All right, so we'll just get Matthew 4, start at 6. Okay, and this is good right here. What is this, NLT? Let's go up here. Matthew 24 and 6. You will hear of wars and rumors of war, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. And this is what we're watching right now. Flexing, war games, all right, things of that nature, and actual combat, all right, for the in a worldly sense. Okay, you got whatever's going on in the South China Sea. Twice as much of that is going on in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, or what they call the Middle East, and it's going on all over the world right now. All right, NLT, and you will hear of wars and threats of wars. Okay, wars and rumors. All right, and here's what I'm looking for. Not this. You are going to hear of the noise of battles close by and the news of battles far away. Now, what we're watching right now, that's the news in the literal standard version. And you will begin to hear of wars and reports. That's what this is right here. This is the daily report. Daily report and update of wars. All right. So we'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's report. We hope that the elect were edified, and with that, shalom.